let's go ahead, hit onto their Zigzagoon, and we're going to be able to draw 4 prize cards in one turn. I think that's the big thing. Attach there, evolve, and we're going to go Max Thunder Rumble. Max Thunder Rumble going ahead, knocking out the active, knocking out the bench. There's that gigantic 4 prize card turn to take the dub against our opponents. You are now watching Zach Lesage, the best place to learn about competitive Pokemon TCG. Let's get it! Yo, what's poppin' peeps? Welcome back to the channel. Zach Lesage here. Today we're going to be covering over Jolteon VMAX. Now, Jolteon VMAX has been all over the place. I know that my buddy Vaughn O'Brien, teammate, testing partner, all that stuff has been killing with the deck. Second at the Late Night Series number 19 event, winning the Connecticut 1.7K event. Yep, that's $1,700 event. And you got to remember this kid's this kid's in his teens, right? So absolutely amazing. I'm going to be covering over their Jolteon VMAX deck, really seeing exactly what's going on. So stay tuned for some awesome gameplay, my thoughts on the deck list, explanation, all that stuff. So give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. The list is in the description, and let's dive into this deck list, learn a little bit more about it. So here we have it, we have Jolteon VMAX. Jolteon VMAX is all about the Max Thunder Rumble. It does 100 damage to the active, and it also does 100 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon that has any damage counters on it. So that's a run-on sentence, but nonetheless, we need to get damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon. Now, watch out for Mew VMAX's Fusion Strike energies. That's the biggest tip that I can give you. Don't run into a brick wall. Galarian Zigzagoon places damage counters with Headbutt Tantrum, so you can play that around. We also have access to Scoop Up Net to scoop up that Pokemon, reutilize that ability throughout the game. We also have access to Quick Shooting Inteleon to place damage counters on those Pokemon. So the goal is to draw multi-prize card turns with Jolteon VMAX, placing damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon, carefully getting those knockouts to win in the quickest way possible while not losing the game. We have Fan of Waves to take away Fusion Strike energy or just any special energies in general. We have Path to the Peak in general. That seems pretty cool. Just to block your opponent's abilities. Genesec's Fusion Strike system comes to mind. There's other decks that just fold to Path to the Peak. We have Cheryl that allows us to heal our Pokemon. Now you might be like, this is 2 energy attack. Why would we be playing Cheryl? You don't have a way to accelerate energies. Well, we actually have Elemental Badge. So if the V Pokemon card is Jolteon in its name, which both of these Pokemon do, they cost 1 less energy, so Max Thunder Rumble effectively costs 1. When you use Cheryl, you don't discard the Elemental Badge. And then, of course, you can go ahead and use Speed Lightning Energy or a Lightning Energy. We also have access to the Shady Dealing Drizzile, and we have access to the Inteleon to use Shady Dealing to search things out at our will throughout the rest of the game. The reason why we play this Sobble, a lot of people are always like, yo, why do you swap between this Sobble and the Sobble that has 70 HP in some of your decks? And the reason why is if you're able to attack the following turn if you use Keep Calling. So let me explain that. If I'm put in a situation where I need to be using Keep Calling, I want to be able to search for some other Sobbles so I can get set up with maybe use Drizzile Shady Dealing or something like that. That's explainable. Now, I'm able to attack the following turn by fresh attaching an energy here and using Elemental Badge. Max Thunder Rumble's an option. If you're playing a deck like Leafeon VMAX, for example, you cannot attach a Grass energy and use Grass Knots. There's no way to accelerate that extra energy. So as you're playing through these decks, you have to understand if there's ways to accelerate energies to your Pokemon, or if you play enough Rapid Strike Pokemon, where this one by default is the best one. The only other reason why the other one's better is because it has 10 HP more. But if you're not attacking anyways, it doesn't make sense. Or if you just don't want to attack with it, this one just has more HP. So that's the really reason. So that's my little 2 cents on Sobble. That being said, we're all about Max Thunder Rumble here. So let's jump into some gameplay, see exactly what we got going on with this deck. So we're starting off this game by losing the coin flip, which means we're going to be going second. Not really the craziest start, but we do have access to Jolteon. Jolteon does have free retreats. It's pretty good to know that we could just kind of balance in between. With our opponent playing a lightning type deck box, I'm not entirely sure what they're playing. Jolteon Mirror, cool. This could really just come down to who has a better start or not. We'll really just try to get set up throughout the game quicker than our opponent can. So we have access to Speed Lightning Energy. We can get 20 damage onto this Jolteon maybe. Might be better to do that against our opponent's Pokemon. The Jolteon Mirror is really something that can go back and forth, really relying on Cheryl, maybe not overbenching too much. So we can kind of chill out and see exactly what's going on right now. So they got no energy. That might hurt them a little bit. Let's see what we can do with our Speed Lightning Energy. So we have Level Ball possibly for the next turn. And I think right now we might just want to hit the Sobble so that we can start drawing prize cards on our next turn as quickly as possible. So I don't know what they have going on right now. We're going to go ahead here and go Thunder Spear right now to this Sobble, and we're going to vibe out. If they don't have everything, we're just kind of chilling. So it's better to not play Pokemon down if you don't have to, because they're going to be able to knock out that Pokemon on the bench. Or at least we assume that they're going to be able to knock out the Pokemon on the bench. We're already set up, ready to attack for our next turn. And let's see how they decide to play this one out. If they can't match what we have going on, we're big chillin'. So there's their Elemental Badge. There's their Jolteon. So they are going to be able to attack us, but they're only going to be able to do 100 damage this turn. So we're going to start the game off by doing more damage than our opponents. And I think that part really matters a lot. So let's go Jolteon VMAX. Let's go ahead here. Let's go attach an energy there. You can see we have access to some things. So let's go like this. Let's go ahead, grab Sobble, search through our deck, see what we got going on over here. We do have access to our Cheryl. So there's Sobble. And we don't want to put a Jolteon down until later on in the game. We're going to go for Path to the Peak. And we do need to get set up for next turn. So let's go ahead. Marnie, we're trying to get multiple Sobbles out if possible. It's really one of the things that we're looking out for. So, I mean, we do have access to multiple Sobbles. We're going to go Sobble, put down another Sobble. I think that sounds like a really good play. So if they do knock out one, we're chilling. And we are going to take our first prize card here. So prize card 1 for us. Research, really not a bad start at all. I think we're in a great opportunity. It's one of those things where like our damage output's already higher than our opponents. Maybe they're just going to hit us for 100 again. We could go Cheryl, fully get set up. Possibly, depends on what our hand has going on, but we'll have to see how this matchup goes. Like, it's a lot of it's just like carefully benching down Pokemon, carefully getting more Sobbles out down than your opponent. Like, our board state looks better than our opponent's significantly, and depending on how they decide to play this one out, like they have another Jolteon down, so when we add damage counters to that Pokemon, we're going to be in a better position than our opponents. They might go Cheryl and fully heal some things. Like, that could be difficult for us to deal with, but we'll see how it ends up playing itself out. And they might just go 100. Okay, they're probably going to go ahead and go Zigzagoon here and take a freebie prize card on a Sobble. So we got some things that we got to get set up for next turn. And that's really where we're at. I don't think we're going to be able to play Cheryl unless we top deck a Cheryl here this turn. So we did not. So now we have to go ahead and get set up otherwise. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and grab a Quick Ball. Quick Ball, we do need to get another Jolteon out this turn because this Pokemon, we've accepted that it's getting knocked out. Let's go Quick Ball away, Path to the Peak. I think that sounds relatively fair. Let's go ahead and grab our Jolteon. Now, we do want to take another prize card on our opponent's Pokemon. I think that could be incredibly important. So let's go ahead and go Evolution Incense, search your deck for another Drizzile. And we're going to go ahead and try to find a way to find a Galarian Zigzagoon. I think those are really important cards in general. So let's go ahead, find the best way to find Zigzagoon. Quick Ball just might be it. I think Quick Ball is completely fine. We can totally pitch away this Evolution Incense. There's our Zigzagoon. Let's put the damage counter on their Sobble in case they're chilling with the Drizzile. That might be able to cut them off at the source. Now we are able to get set up here with some other cards going on. Fan of Waves might slow them down enough if they're trying to attack with that one. We do have access to a Speed Lightning Energy. We do have access to another Sobble to get set up with more Drizzile plays. And again, we do have to understand that our Pokemon is likely getting knocked out, but we did set the game up to win the game next turn. Our opponent is forced to now have raw Cheryl and energy in their hands. So it looks like we're outplaying our opponent at this point. And we might be able to grab complete control over the game. So they're going to go Boss. And if they just end up going 100-100, we will win the game. So you can see we're able to knock out our opponent's active, and we're able to knock out their Zigzagoon. They probably have the Drizzile in their hand, but you need to get multiple Sobbles out when it comes to playing this matchup to win the game like an expert. Now, they're probably hoping that we don't get the Jolteon VMAX out, but you want to know what? We just ended up getting the top deck that we needed. We could have gone Drizzile to search it out, in case anyone's wondering that, but let's go ahead and give our opponent the well played. Let's go ahead, hit onto their Zigzagoon, and we're going to be able to draw 4 prize cards in one turn. I think that's the big thing. Attach there, evolve, and we're going to go Max Thunder Rumble. Max Thunder Rumble going ahead, knocking out the active, knocking out the bench. There's that gigantic 4 prize card turn to take the dub against our opponents. So our opponent let us go first after winning the coin flip. I mean, that's kind of cool. We definitely take those. Starting off with a Jolteon certainly is not bad. I'm not sure what our opponent's playing to let us go with their water energy deck. Okay. Interesting. Might be weak to lightning, but we'll take exactly what we have going on there. But we're going to start off with a free retreat, Jolteon V. See exactly what we have going on. And again, don't need to put down the Sobble. We are going first, but let's get more information out of our top deck before we make the decision on putting Sobble down. You can always wait decisions. Like if we have Escape Rope, our opponent might just be in a tough spot. Okay, so they have KYOGRE. Discard the top 5 cards of your deck, then choose 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. This could be a weird matchup. I don't know how they're going to get built up with KYOGRE turn 1. I think they use Cryogonal in this matchup. Either way, it doesn't matter. We're going to build up an energy there, and we're going to vibe out here. I think we just we should be able to beat the KYOGRE deck. I actually haven't played against it too much, but Aqua Storm certainly can be annoying. I think do they play Volcarona to get those energies back? Yeah. So we can go ahead and knock out that Volcarona in a couple turns, and I think that might be something that's really important for us to kind of deal with, is just getting set up with some of these Pokemon. So let's go like this. Evolve. We already have the energy, so why not? For the Jolteon VMAX, let's attach the energy, and we can get set up for our next turn. I think that's something that I think is really important, is getting set up for our next turn. Our hand's not the greatest. Let's go ahead and play I don't want to play Research, so I'm going to go ahead and play a Marnie. You don't want to leave yourself with a dead hand when it comes to these things. So we're going to go ahead, put this all the way under our deck, try to get set up here, and we will be able to start placing some damage counters onto that Volcarona. And we have access to Evolution Incense, so I think we're big chillin' here. I think that's really the most important thing. So let's go for the Galarian Zigzagoon. We can double check through our deck just in case. Running a little bit low on energies, but right now I think we're okay. Let's go ahead, put the 10 damage there. Don't need to put the Elemental Badge down right now. Let's go Max Thunder Rumble, hit. And we're knocking out the KYOGRE due to weakness as well. So this just makes it even better for us. The Quick Ball was certainly great. And if they are able to hit for, I think they need like 14 energies in their discard pile, 280 plus 20. I think we're good. Right now they have 5. So they need to get another 9 in their discard pile in order to knock us out. And if they get a knockout with the Volcarona on their second turn of the game for 300 damage on a Jolteon VMAX, I think we should just be playing Volcarona V. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think they're going to try to go for some kind of Cryogonal play. Oh, they're just trying to get set up here wherever possible. We could go Boss's Orders, knock out their KYOGRE, knock out their Volcarona, and I'm pretty sure they're going to end up scooping. So you want to what? Let's go ahead and see exactly what we want to do. Let's go Evolution Incense. Let's grab this Inteleon. I think that's the big play. You can see that we have other boss. So yeah, let's grab that Inteleon. I think we have another Jolteon VMAX, so I'm totally cool letting go of the other one. Let's go ahead, quick ball away our Jolteon VMAX here. We are going to grab a Jolteon V. Before we use Shady Dealings Inteleon, it's better for us to go Speed Lightning Energy, seeing what we could draw into. We are going to go quick ball away this Jolteon because I'm not too worried about what they have. We're going to grab a Sobble. So you can see this is really an ideal setup for us right now. We have this Drizzile, and we want to go for Boss's Orders, and we probably just want to grab a supporter of some kind. So we're going to go Boss's Orders, and let's grab a Research. I think those are both really good choices. So let's go Boss's Orders, bring this up. Again, we're just drawing these multi-prize card turns. Might as well attach that. There's actually no reason not to. So there's, again, 3 prize cards, multi-prize card turns. and we're big chillin' here again. We just don't really have a lot that we have to worry about it. Yeah, there's the concession from our opponents. We could just take quick dubs against decks like this. That's what we got going on with Jolteon VMAX. You could see through the versatility of hitting different Pokemon that you can outplay your opponents. You can draw multiple prize cards in a turn, and it's really a real deal of a deck. If you're playing against Mew, Path to the Peak is absolutely fantastic. So that's another aspect about this deck that we didn't get necessarily a chance to show in this video, but this is my current version of Jolteon VMAX. I think it's an absolute baller deck. I recommend everyone try it out. Again, list is in the description. You can go ahead, give this video a thumbs up. It does really help boost the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe. Double check if you haven't subscribed already, because I know I do that a lot. And that being said, I'm going to edit this video, and I'll catch up with all y'all later. Peace out, and have a great day. I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It means the world to me. And my goal with this channel is to spread my love of the game and knowledge with our entire Pokemon TCG community. If you haven't already, help signal boost this video to other Pokemon TCG fans by liking it, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. Hopefully we reach our goals really soon. Check out this recommended video, and have yourself a great day. Thanks.